guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming, and some of you mounted toward the gaming drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Under the Bridge. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! Which one were we on? Oh, there you go, let's do it. Okay. Oh yeah, the sequel drops soon, right? Honestly, it might be worth it to just start a new campaign. It's the prequel, but I getcha. Dude, I hear they got the composer from the Fables of... Cherry, close your throat. It sounds like you two go back quite a bit. Yup, the three of us used to have sleepovers all the time back in high school. Movies and games and anime, the works. It was before I started going to the gym, so I had a lot more free time. Wait, the three of you? Who else? Oliver. Oliver. Really? I would not have taken him for someone into all that. He's pretty low-key about it, but man, does he have the worst taste in stuff. Wasn't that bad, just kind of cerebral? You mean artsy-fartsy? Dude only picks out hipster shit. Cherry giggles. Hank says the same thing about my movie picks too, but I'm sure you know all about that. Him and his superheroes and anime, you know. Hank laughs nervously. Right. Frank screeched to a halt along the sidewalk next to Reb's place. Alright, buddy, out you go. Oop, just a sec. Cherry opens the door and hops out of the truck to make way for you. You slide out after her. Thanks, you two have fun now, you hear? For sure, I'll text you sometime. Maybe we can hang out after. Sure thing. It's not like I'm going anywhere. You don't have any other plans for the day? Not really. Might explore the town or something, I guess. I see. Oh, there's a new comic shop that opened up on 9th Avenue. You could check that out, I guess. Sure, may as well. See you then? The three of you exchange one last wave of goodbyes, and then you turn to face Reb's shop. Comic shop, huh? Might be worth to catch up on that. Might be catch up on what's new out there. Collecting might end up being an easy way to pass the time while you're in Bridge City. With your destination in mind, you begin to wander. Ash, hold on! Your ears perk up as Cherry calls out to you. She's taken your spot in the passenger seat of Hank's truck. Can you come back here real quick? Curious, you approach the passenger window. I was wondering if you'd like to join us on our trip to the Groves. My treat, of course. Hank looks just as surprised as you are. Huh? What do you mean? Well, it's not like old friends are in town every day, right? I'm sure you two have plenty to catch up on, and besides, a friend of Hanky is a friend of mine. From behind Cherry, you can see Hank violently nodding his head in excitement. Say yes, say yes, say yes. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to impose. It'd be no trouble at all. The more the merrier, after all. Hank is nodding his head so hard you can hear his brain rattling inside. If there's really no issue, and I'm down. Hank explodes with a show of excitement, pumping his arms and shouting out, Hell yes, dude, this is gonna rock! Come on, let's hit the road! Cherry giggles at his sudden burst of enthusiasm. You find yourself smiling as well. Hank was high energy when the two of you were running around at the mall, but this is a different kind of vigor. It's infectious, and you feel actually pretty dang excited about the upcoming 2-hour road trip. Cherry scooches further into the truck, giving you to slide in to take her place. It seems she doesn't mind sitting on the hum. The exact second you click your safety belt, Hank stomps onto the gas, launching the truck at light speed towards the Groves. Ash, have you been to the Groves before? A few times. It's a bit too ritzy for my wallet. It looks so nice, though. I checked the area out online. It reminds me of some of the shops back in L.A. Plus, it's always nice to get out of the neighborhood every once in a while. Well, the neighborhood is right. It's basically a whole different planet. Not to mention the drive. I don't know why we couldn't just go to the thicket. It's way closer. Cherry adjusts her legs frequently. She clearly isn't comfortable being crammed between you and Hank, but doesn't complain or whine about it. The thicket. I got fleas on me the one time we went. The fleas are part of the experience. It's just a bunch of drunk hooligans running around picking fights and lighting things on fire. Yeah, but there's a huge lake. And a zip line and a rope swing. What's not to love? Everything else. Dude, remember when Bonnie drove Mr. Jefferson's car to the lake? There must be at least like 7 cars down there. Reb had me go diving for loot a few weeks back. Find anything good? He nods excitedly. The cars are all messed up, but the lake has a bunch of rings and sunglasses and stuff in the muck. Check it out! He nods over to the glove compartment. When you open the compartment, a rainbow-colored collection of trash falls out. Heh. A heaping pile of sunglasses, rings, necklaces, a boot, anklets, broken phones, watches, and other trash clatter on it as the door swings open. Some of the junk in the pile manages to gleam as it catches the light. Most of it, however, is dulled from scratches or rust. There's probably over a dozen pairs of waterlogged shades here from just as many brands. You recognize some of them. This pile could easily go for quite a bit of money, were all the loot in good condition, but unfortunately years of being buried under muck has made this stash totally worthless. Why did you keep the boot? I was gonna recycle the leather. You can recycle leather? No idea. Wait, a few weeks ago, so the necklace you bought me. Technically, I never said I bought it. You fished it out of the lake? Hank, that's disgusting! I mean, I cleaned it. I don't know, you said you liked it. Hank's volume recedes as Cherry goes on. You didn't feel the need to tell me where you found it? You didn't ask. But what? Hank, I shouldn't have to ask you if any of the gifts you give me came from a swamp. At a loss for words, she resigns. She sighs and rubs her temples. Hank shamefully sinks into his shoulders. Did any of your other gifts come from a pond? No. And with that, the car falls silent. Cherry sighs. Hank rubs his neck. He starts, clearly trying to change the subject, but nothing comes out, and the car stays silent. You pick up the slack, trying to lighten the mood. So, Hank, have you been to the Groves recently? Hank jumps at the opportunity to change the subject. Yeah, a few years back, I went to see a concert. Anyone I know? Maybe. Ever heard of the Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra? Cherry turns to Hank, taken aback. What? You listen to the LPO? Hell yeah! I've been following them for years. The first violinist is my musical hero. A smile cracks on Cherry's face. She leans into the conversation, eager to discuss a common interest with Hank. Alright. That one is done. Nice! They were touring and playing a soundtrack for Kingdom Fates 12. It was honestly, kind of life-changing. At the mention of a video game, Cherry deflates. All her enthusiasm leaves her body. She sighs. Right. Figures. She pulls out her phone, checking out the conversation once again. Speaking of, have you played the latest expansion? Dude, I swore off MMOs once I got out of high school. Too time-consuming. Yeah, but you're on break now, right? You gotta get back into it. We can power level while you're in town. I think there's a double XP weekend coming up pretty soon. We could... Hanky, why are we getting off the highway? It's a straight drive. I saw the map online. We're taking the back roads. The highway will be a nightmare around rush hour. We'll skip all that this way. You sure? I don't want to be late. We're already behind. This will put us back on schedule. Makes sense to me. Say, where are we going anyways? Is the dementia setting in early? The Groves, dude. We only discussed it 30 times. Hank, the name of the restaurant? Oh, El Page, some fish place. Le Pige. It's French. Oh, right. It's seafood and shellfish. You're not allergic, are you? Not quite. I don't know how to say this. French seafood at the Groves? Sounds like I might need to take out a loan to eat. Oh, please, I invited you out. It's only right that I take care of that detail. Are you sure? I won't want to impose. She places her hand over your knee, assuring you. I told you already, it's my treat, and that's final. I don't want to hear another word about it. There's no debating her on this, trust me. I was the same way when we started dating. Just let her handle it. Alright, consider it dropped. Thanks, Cherry. I just hope they don't give us those small plates like they have on the cooking channel. I'm bulking and need my meats. Hanky, you've been on a bulk ever since I've known you. Do you even know what that means? It means I need my meats. Right, well, I wouldn't worry about the portion sizes either. The reviews I've seen a lot are pretty favorable. Yeah, we could always pick up some stinkies on the way back if we're still hungry. I just said that won't be an issue. Yeah, but you never know, you know? Cherry rolls her eyes and turns back to her phone. The three of you ride in silence. At some point, Hank turns on the radio. From time to time, someone chimes in with the comments on whatever the radio is playing. I mean, the smooth jazz sounds pretty nice to me. Occasionally, Cherry points out some oddity along the way. Weird-looking cars and curious shops and such. It sparks small conversations. After a while, Cherry speaks up. Hank, is that a new shirt? He perks up, clearly excited that she noticed his attempt at gussying up. Huh, this old thing? New to you, maybe. I only bust this baby out for special occasions. Ah, I see. You have a little something there? You have a little something there. She points at Hank's pec. He scratches at his chest. A small translucent sticker with a little L peels off his shirt. Must be the size label. You remember him popping the tag off the shirt when he was changing earlier, but it's easy to forget those pesky size stickers. Huh, must have fallen onto it from another shirt. Cherry sees right through him. She giggles. Well, jokes aside, I think it looks dashing on you. I know you're not all jazzed about going to the Groves, but I do appreciate the effort. Thanks, it's sort of the real reason why we were late. I was scrambling to find something to wear, and Ash was helping me pick something out. Now that's the cat's out and out. The cat's out of the bag. He corroborated his statement. You should have seen him. I've never seen someone get so torn up over 2 shades of navy. Aw, Hanky! She pecks him with a kiss on the cheek. Well, thanks. I really do appreciate it. Just send to me however much it costs, and I'll spite you for it. Hank laughs nervously. Oh, what do you mean? Well, I wouldn't want you to put out. Wouldn't want to put you out just because you wanted to look nice on our date. Oh, no, I did this for me. I needed new clothes anyway, so don't worry about it. Cherry doesn't notice when Hank bumps her knee with his. She also doesn't notice how he clears his throat as he darts his eyes over in your direction. Hank's message, consisting only of gestures, says, "We have company, let's not discuss this right now." However, the message is lost in transit. And you very clearly understand Hank's communication. You face forward, pretend as if you don't. Cherry continues. I don't see how now is different than any other time I've gotten you clothes. Are you sure? There'd be no trouble at all. Hank drops all subtlety, displaying clear signs of discomfort. He groans to himself as he fails to respond. Cherry continues. By all means, I'll stay out if you want. I would just hate for you to bleed yourself dry on my account. Aaron Bronson shirts aren't cheap, even if you did get it on clearance. Hank chokes. He stammers some noises that don't make any sense together, but evoke a general sense of confusion. Cherry continues, apparently answering the question that Hank fails to utter. That shirt is from the spring collection. Clinch is usually filled with last season's clothes. It still looks great, though. Navy is like black. It's a good color in every season. She turns back to her phone, distracted by some notifications. But as I was saying, I have no issues taking care of that for you. Up to you, Hanky. She smiles, amused by something on her phone. Meanwhile, Hank's face runs over with shades of red and pink. He's choked up with embarrassment. He could hardly be blamed for it. He keeps his eyes locked on the road in front of him. After a while, he sighs and sinks into his seat, defeated. Can we talk about this later? She doesn't look up from her phone as she playfully chirps. Sure thing. You continue to look out the window, thankful this exchange has reached its conclusion. Hank isn't the type of person to get embarrassed easily. Cherry obviously didn't mean to put him on the spot like that, but it is rather incredible how oblivious she was to Hank's discomfort. You can only wonder how that interaction would have gone if you weren't present. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!